The U.S. conducted its largest strike yet on a suspected Venezuelan drug boat, but legal analysis questioned whether the operation was lawful under international rules of engagement.
Yeah, it's murky at best, according to the legal experts. I always tell you I'm not a lawyer, but I do follow these things. And I think it is absolutely chilling, frightening, that just on his say-so, right? There was no judicial proceeding here, was there, Sam?
Nothing from Congress either.
Nothing from Congress. Just on Donald Trump's say-so, he blew apart a boat, killing 11 people. There's a name for this. It's called extrajudicial executions. And there aren't extrajudicial executions under American law. Yes, you can, in case of an invasion or an imminent need for self-defense, engage in, lethal operations. But there was nothing like that here. They could have intercepted the boat, right? They didn't have to blow it up and kill everyone. They had these incredibly powerful, ships in the vicinity. This one way smaller vessel could easily have been intercepted. But instead, they blow it up. They kill 11 people. I think there are a number of and not only do I believe it's against American law, it's certainly against the UN Charter, which says you cannot just summarily execute nationals of another UN member. It's certainly against the international law of the seas, which the United States has not signed on to, but nonetheless, is a very important governing rules for the high seas. So it's against basic humanity. The idea that, these are drug traffickers. I can't prove it. I have no photos of anything about the boat, right? No proof, but I can kill people as a result of just what I say. And that is truly horrific and truly chilling. If you believe that they were trafficking drugs, the proper legal thing to do, and it would have been easy. It's a small boat with 11 people. You got these incredible warships out there in the Caribbean. You intercept it, you stop it, you seize the drugs, and you arrest them if indeed there were drugs aboard. This really is frightening that just on his say-so, he can engage in extrajudicial executions. Now, these were foreign nationals, but with Trump, you never know. You never know how far he might push this. And I really can't think, of a precedent like this to, instead of interdicting a boat suspected of carrying drugs, you blow it up and kill everyone on board. But not only, as he said, I'm sending a message, and I don't think this message has anything to do with stopping drugs, because you engage in a war on drugs. And how effective has it been over, God knows, a century?
Not.
Zero. So it's nothing to do with stopping drugs. This is not going to stop drugs. He wants to make a statement, and I think the statement he wants to make has nothing to do with drugs. It has to do with, I can do whatever I want.
Right.
Even the use of lethal force, just on my own say-so. And that should be absolutely chilling to every American. And, the fact that they are citizens of Venezuela, that doesn't mean it's okay to kill them.
Right, true.
They're human beings like the rest of us. And you start down that slippery slope of extrajudicial executions. That's what the Soviet Union was all about, right? They had these sham trials of these political dissidents. They even put on a little more of a show. They didn't prove anything. They didn't really convict them of anything. And they executed God knows how many thousands simply because they could and simply because it serves their interests. That is what authoritarian regimes do. They maximize and exercise their power only on their own say-so, irrespective of the law, of humanity, of any kind of compassion for your fellow human beings. It's really scary. Everyone should be chilled by this. And it hasn't gotten the attention I think it should. It's not just a murky, picayune point of law. It's much more serious than that. You agree, Sam?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's, and again, I mean, Trump is full of shit, but he convinced lots of people that he doesn't want to get involved in foreign wars. And obviously this isn't a war, right? But it's a slippery slope. You start attacking foreign ships. Venezuela feels like they need to respond. And then we're in...
It's an act of war.
Right.
It may not be an all-out war, but it is definitively an act of war. Can you imagine if Venezuela, on some pretext, had blown up an American ship?
Right.
You think we would just shrug and say, oh, they were bad people, that's okay.
Right.
It's an act of war. Thanks for watching our video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and become a member today.